Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justin, and I'm going to be covering Rent, I guess. My girlfriend made me watch the movie. It's her favorite musical. I'm not really big on musicals, but I do like Little Shop of Horrors because, come on, it's iconic. But her favorite is Rent, and she made me watch it, and I just refer to it as the movie where everybody had AIDS because that's what I got out of it. Tonight they had a live version of Rent, and well, one of the actors broke his foot. I'm sorry, broke his foot. But the show went on anyways, and we're going to talk about that. So, tech glitches, broken bones, ghost of stage productions past, and worst of all, live television, unfortunate and intrusive void of giving studio audience far too much screen time couldn't do over much damage to Rent. Let's, there we go. And what turned out to be a fortuitous move, Fox had not been calling the new Rent anything other than that one-word title. Early reports had it Rent Live. Good thing the show became more Rent, somewhat live, after star Brendan Hunt, who played struggling musician Roger, broke his foot during the dress rehearsal yesterday. Off topic real quick, if you're wondering why I'm talking weird, I just had oral surgery, so it kind of hurts to talk, but I really feel like I want to talk about this. So, back to it. What aired on Fox tonight, as explained by the cast in an address to the television audience yesterday in the proceeding, was mostly last night's dress rehearsal taped before a live audience, with Hunt Doc Martin's clad foot intact. Apparently only the final scene of tonight's show was a truly live broadcast with Hunt's foot in a cast propped on a chair. No matter really, at least as far as continuity. The scene is, in a way, an epilogue taking place months after the plot's main event. But if continuity wasn't sacrificed, resorting to a dress rehearsal tape left me wondering if the occasional overwhelming performance from some cast members during this 3-hour event could be attributed to holding back to the anticipated big night. Not only that, but in New York City, at least the first 5 minutes were dead air. A technical glitch fairly quickly remended, but one that contributed to a shaky start indeed. Television. Sorry. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered anyways, at least to the hardcore Rent fans. My girlfriend was fine with it. Rent heads. It packed a large studio audience and seemed to get every bit as much airtime as the cast. Like the recent Jesus Christ Superstar live in concert in Greece live, tonight's Rent, all three were broadcast by Mark Platt, with TV direction by Alex Rudzip. Was so heavy on the audience interaction that the show itself sometimes seemed secondary and as tiny as a raft in the sea. For all the television recent Bollywood embrace on stage musicals, the network still seemed jittery about well-staged musicals, and so hedged that bets against seeming too PBS-y by amplifying the event aspect complete with noisy and very visible American Idol-style audiences. When a production is lousy, A Christmas Story Live, miscast Peter Pan Live, Christopher Walken, or both The Sound of Music Live with Carrie Underwood, the enthusiasm forced a TV viewers by a large audience makes a certain sense. But tonight's Rent, staged directed by the original production Michael Grieve, was neither. Set in early 90s downtown Manhattan, the Tony and Pulitzer winner Rent, based on Puccini's but I can't pronounce these words, guys, I'm sorry. My pronunciation is complete shit. Follows 7 young friends living or struggling to live the bohemian life. Musicians, a filmmaker, a performance artist, a drag queen, a radical performer, many others all do their best to survive in an East Village rampaged with AIDS and the beginning of high rent gentrification. Larson wouldn't live to see his major work become a major work. He died the day Rent was going to first fully produce off-Broadway run. That sucks. The show, of course, was a smash, moved to Broadway, won awards, and developed a massive worldwide following. The musical's subject mattered. HIV, drugs, gender nonconformity no longer startles. The tonight's production made a fairly convincing case for Rent's longevity. Vanessa Hudgens, who played the avant-garde performance artist Maureen, and I'm going to just say Clemens, as her lawyer girlfriend Joanne, were terrific. Their Take Me or Leave Me dust one of tonight's headlines, and that the extremely silly painted avant-garde Over the Moon remains Rent's single worst number, Hudgens did what she could. And Brandon Victor Dixon as the big-hearted anarchist, Tom Collins, all but walked off the show, just as he did as Judas in the last spring's Jesus Christ Superstar, earning every last teardrop from I'll Cover You. The love ballad he first sings as a duet with his beloved Angel, and assured, if not always vocally on point, I heard that she was kind of tone deaf, Valentina from RuPaul's Drag Race, and then later Hartley as Angel's memorial service. The rest of the ensemble mostly held up, but occasionally getting lost in the busy goings on. Jordan Fisher couldn't erase memories of Anthony Rapp's original Mark and Hunt, injured or otherwise, sang well, but showed little of the charisma that made a breakout of Adam Pascal. Settle, easily the most memorial part of Hugh Jackman's The Great Showman, had a small but crucial role tonight, singing the solo of the musical's most revered song, Seasons of Love. Even the track... Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. This light's also killing my eyes. Even detractors of her over-the-top idol stylings might give in after tonight's showing. Rent still has its problems, and tonight's version, even with the music director Stephen, just enough updating of the music and set designer Jason Sherwood's expansive use of catwalks and runaway appropriate for the massive Fox studio in Los Angeles, couldn't right its wrongs. Angel, the age-stricken transvestite whose death shattered the group of friends, remains too much what her name suggests. Not even her murder of a dog. Yes, you read that right. And the camera zooming in for a close-up as Mimi doesn't breathe her last. Surprise. Only exaggerated Larson's cop-out of an ending. The she's not dead after all moment also seemed like a Carol Burnett show gag to me. Never more so than tonight. Unfortunately, the moment was quickly overshadowed by the not-so-surprised on-stage arrival of the original Broadway cast, joining the new gang in A Seasons of Love reprise. Consider tonight's staging a success, if only for holding its own with Idina Menzel and Jesse Martin, reminding Rent heads and everyone else just why this show shook Broadway and the world all those years ago. Again, I do apologize about my pronunciation and my words. I can't talk. It really hurts to talk. But I watched the movie. I don't remember much. I just remember like everybody had AIDS or something. And some of the music was catchy. My girlfriend loves this movie. It really means a lot to her. It's one of her favorite movies of all time. I kind of caught the ending of the live Broadway one when I came home tonight. And apparently the guy had broke his foot. I guess I thought he broke it on stage because I was like, damn, he's really committing because he's like right on stage still singing. But apparently he broke it like the day before. But still, nonetheless, kudos to you, man, for actually like finishing your job. You got in there, you did your stuff. It's Rent. I mean, what can you say? Broadways are going to come in. They're going to take over again. Remember Hairspray? I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.